So as promised, I mean, like, what do I do immediately after playing Secret Agent? Let's go out and find Pharaoh's Tomb, right? So, like, I sent out a bunch of games to some YouTubers, and, it's this really weird feeling that 20-somethings don't know who I am, which is this strange dichotomy, because nobody's ever really known who I am. Queen Eliara is so niche that it's like, if I mention my dad is Akatosh, people are like, oh god, your game will royalty. And I'm like, not really, we just betaed. Um, but then I run into like a 20 something who plays like Roblox, and if I email them, they're like, who the heck are you? And I'm like, no, seriously, this is a good game. I'm putting you onto something here. And I get like nothing. So then I started getting those emails like, you should do this or you should do that. And one of them was that you should put a storyline in, and I am like queen of the storyline. So this is a storyline. This is how the English used to send us our spy contracts. What do you think about that as a visual storytelling device? So, pulled out one of the old ones, Pharaoh's Tomb. Which episode are we going to play? We're going to start with the Raiders of the Lost Tomb, because last time we started with episode 2, and I felt unfulfilled. So, this was the very first, I think it was the very first that used fast technology, which is fluid action software technology. So the running and jumping was very smooth, which is ironic because illegal command. Oh Lord, how do you do this? Run P21. Run. What's the thing you do to open an executable? It's like right there, honey. P2exe. List of commands. How do I get the list of commands? List. Commands. Wow, this is really bad. Okay, so, it's an executable. How do you run an executable in DOS again? Let's find out. Come along for the ride. List of DOS commands. Okay, D-tree, disable, discomp. No. I don't need to prepare a disk. Append, ARP, assign at, batch, break. No CD, change directory. How do I use an executable? Command interpreter, copy, debug, defrag, delete. Directory, DOS key, DOS shell, echo edit. Could open it up. I could change the way that the words come out. Everybody would be affected. Exit, expand. Why would they give me something where I could hack their file? Why would they do that? It's not even technically hacking. It's like right there. Oh, it's technically hacking. Never mind. Move, MSD, netnish, path. This is all to organize. How do I run a file? Scan disk, share, shift, start. You're getting a crash course here, which you signed up for the second you heard DOS and side scroller. Run command to run an executable in DOS. What's the command? You must run an executable file. If you are uncertain which file is the current blah blah blah. Prompt. Right. What's the command? Yes, I know. Don't run the bat file. Replace executable with bat. Once you determine the name of the executable file, type the name of the executable file at the MS-DOS prompt. You would type game in the command. I thought I did that. Does anyone else feel like I did that? I feel like I did that. Alright. So, P-Tomb. Did I not do that? It's been a while. Okay, so first one to use fast software. You're getting the tour. Like, you're learning today here at what to play next. Some people just vlog. I like to give the experience. That's why I don't do a lot in the way of cuts, because, like, I really just feel like people don't know this stuff. Like, this is how your computer runs. It is not a mystery. Story so far. You're Nevada Smith, the research assistant to a professor of archaeology at a major university. For years now, you have studied in the hopes that The professor would include you in one of his famous treasure hunts, but it is not to be. Once again, the professor is planning to leave here to do more research as he goes in search of a secret Pharaoh's tomb deep inside one of the Great Pyramids of Egypt. Wouldn't be so bad, except you're the one who discovered it. Looking up from another dusty old book in the library, you decide you're just not going to take it anymore. Slamming the book shut, you know what must be done. You sneak into the professor's office, avoiding campus police, and take the ancient map of the pyramid showing the location of the tomb. Rushing back to your apartment, gather a few items and throw them into a worn-out suitcase and rush to the airport to catch the next plane. You'll have your moment of glory this time, and the professor will get what he deserves. Smiling to yourself, you fall asleep on the bumpy airplane bound for adventure. Cool. Alright, so we're just going. Enter, configure the keyboard. Left shift, right shift. We're like all the way over there. Left arrows and right arrows always work. Enter 1 through 3. Alt, Control, Alt. Okay. Escape to quit. I mean, I'm down with that. As long as spacebar is jump. As long as we're on the level of Willy the Worm, I am okay. Spacebar is not jump. Oh, spacebar is jump. Okay. I almost had a me moment there. It's the one where you start pulling out old contacts. You're like, who wrote this thing? Getting an earful again. I would never really do that. I mean, I would, but not over that. Alright. See what's going on here. Come here, sucker. Now, I don't know exactly what the point of this is. Apparently, oops, it's not to fall in the spears. Apparently there's something to be learned at the end of this. So let's just count marks. Here's my 1 mark. Kill the bad guy. Oh, okay, I apparently have to jump there. So that'll be my 2 mark. That's your learning experience. Skip 2 and 4. Count 1, 3, 6 is your interchange. My counting skills are unparalleled when it comes to video games. It has to do with the way they set up flags. Yeah, you just jump there. Oh, I can't get out. Oh, well, thank God I have to go back across it. See, normal people would just suicide there and start again. I'm counting heads. Might as well get another spear. It's right here. Oh, I think I remember that there's like secret boxes. Okay. That one was 15K. This is why I flipped the controls in the last one. I feel bad for people. I don't make you cry about your side scroller skills. Comes to a keypad. Feel free to be awed. As I fall into the spears for like the 16th time. Alright, we're on level 3. Can I save? Let's save. Ooh, S's usually save. Alright, winner, winner, chicken dinner. Wonder what happens when I get a certain amount of points and gold and stuff. Those have got to be poisoned. I mean, running around a tomb sounds great in theory, but like you couldn't find an abandoned railway place or something. Hop some boxcars. Like, honey, there's curses down here. And who is he even reporting to? Again, granted, most of it gets bundled up and goes off to places like the Royal Society, where hypothetically you get a job at a museum because they put in a good word for you or whatever. But, you know. That's, oh, I get eaten by a bat. I blame myself. Well of Souls. I mean, they taught us hieroglyphs in school, and I am not feeling these. Oh, is this one where I have to suicide? That's unfortunate. We'll just restore. We're not as stupid as we look. Save often in DOS games. They are unforgiving. I should have done the mission thing on Secret Agent 1. I'm not really feeling like what we would send back here in this hypothetical storyline that I should run in order to promote my channel. Drop a like and subscribe. Support the insanity that is marketing. It works for like Nissan and whatnot. They have whole entire made up lives. Oh, there goes me. You can all tell what I went to school for. It was not side scrollers, although I feel that I have a degree in them. You let me know if you can beat the first level of Sonic with 81 lives. I strive for purpose-filled pastimes. Which would make sense if I were like Japanese, but makes significantly less sense in America. What do we got here? There's like no pattern, there's nothing. This is a basic side scroller. Find all the goodies. Try not to die. Let's ignore the bat. Let's do that. There will be a certain amount of programmer humor in here. For instance, the bat will, like if they're going to make a joke about it visually, which they do, a bat will be your bat file, which is, it's your batch file. It's the thing that launches when you boot your computer. So you'll find puns and whatnot occasionally, which are funny. That or you're reaching and you're bored. Who knows? I am not an 8-year-old child, so I tend to look for entertaining things in games, and if I have to, I just daisy chain them together till they're funny. We beat the Wall of Souls! I mean, I lost 3 heads over it. Even under the Queen, you only tend to lose 1, so that's probably an unfortunate amount. Do I get another life after a certain amount of points or something? I am hoping here. Because, like, 5 heads down, that's not good news, boys and girls. Do you think I can jump on top of the spears? I can never remember stuff like this. It's like, ugh, well, you certainly can't jump into them, honey. Alright, go ahead and enter my name on the next screen. Oh, my name is Game Over? That's unfortunate. Well, I'm Anjindra. You might also know me as Queen Eliera. I've been obviously beta testing games and playing them since literally forever. So, as far as game reviews go, this was pretty clearly made to showcase fast action software technology. I think it might even have been Shareware back in the day. We shared more than just viruses back in the 80s. We had a sense of humor. But basically what would happen is it's very similar to when you have a songwriter and they like have to actually be able to sing because they have to sing the song in order to sell it. Well, these guys invented fluid action software technology, which was a very smooth interface. If you notice, there's these blocky jumps in most 8-bit. These guys went through the roof. So this is actually originally where this came from. I don't know how into gaming lore you are, or I don't even know if that would count as lore. Maybe the one is lore and the other one's canon. Either way, this is where you came from. You saw it first here. If you are either working with a game development company or you know someone who is, you can let them know to check out this software. It's very easy to read. And you can see a lot of the first-person perspectives, especially for up-and-coming indie games, have a hitch, for instance, at the end of their walking sequence. So you'll be walking along, and then it'll hitch when it goes back through. Kind of like that scene in Speed where the chick drops her purse and then the video flips over and all of a sudden she has her purse and then the bomber knows that it's a lie. You don't want that lie to come through in your video games. So, fast action software technology, or fluid action software technology, check out the programming. It was incredible as far as keeping a running sequence for movement. So it can definitely improve your programming skills. I thought I would check it out there just because I happen to know it. If you're a programmer, share with your friends. They'll love you forever. It's gaming lore, I guess is what I would call it. So drop me a like and subscribe. I not only do game reviews, obviously. When I do take time out and I go really retro, a lot of the times what I'll do is tell you why it is you're seeing what you're seeing, because people don't get that in gaming culture. Like I started a conversation about first-person perspective and what you are and aren't allowed to do, because there's this conversation that's going on for 10 years about whether or not video games make you violent, and they do not. There's a feedback loop from society that's causing problems. That's over in the blog if you want to check it out. Drop me a like and subscribe. I'm Anjindra. You can find me on What to Play Next. You might also know me as Queen Eliera. Thank you for joining me for the ride. Hope you learned something. We strive to be educational and at least, somewhat family friendly. Everything is labeled, so bring your fam. We love you. Thank you for watching. Much love.